I don't know if y'all are excited, but I'm excited. Hey y'all, it's your girl back with another video. So for today's video, we're gonna be doing another one of my anti-hauls slash takes and thoughts on the new makeup releases coming out. We are in Q2, y'all. Q2. Christmas is almost around the corner, honestly. But makeup companies are always coming out with new makeup. And as a previous makeup shopping addict, I like to peruse down Trendmood. Trendmood is it's a makeup page on Instagram. They have a very popular makeup page. It has like, let me see. It has 1.7 million followers and they're always posting all of the new makeup releases. I like to just scroll down and, you know, kind of appease my appetite a little bit, because sometimes I know that I don't need to be buying makeup, but I still want to look at it. It satisfies the need to like look at pretty things, and even just looking at pretty makeup, it like feels good to me. But anyways, I'm going to be going down Trendmood and just talking about whatever catches my eye, thoughts, if I want to buy it, if I'm not going to buy it. A Sephora sale just ended. As I'm filming this today, it is April 16th. So I did buy a couple things. I only spent $100 and some cents. And if you know me, that's like pretty good, because honestly you can spend two things at Sephora and spend $100, but I got four things. I don't know that I'll make a whole video dedicated to that, but I will mention it once they come in, and then maybe I'll make like a short form video or something. But so that's what we're doing today. So if you're interested, then just stay tuned. Okay, so let's start first. There's a lot of makeup that is coming out. I also wanted to address the new family member in the house. So she is called a white bird of paradise. I put her in front of the ottoman. I'm still trying to figure out the layout for this room. This is how she's living with me for now. They require a lot of sunlight. And previously to me, this being my beauty room, this used to be where I used to do nails. And so I didn't like to keep any plants in here because it was so dusty in here. But now that I don't have, you know, my nail stuff and dust flowing around, this is like the best room in the house for plants. And so when I saw it, we went to Home Depot the other day and I'm like, you know what? I can do this. Because previously, when me and Justin first moved in together, we bought so many plants for the house and like half of them died. Like I want to say like 80% of the plants died. I have two that have been with me since the beginning. Two plants that have been with me since my sister gave them to me prior to me living here. And then I have a snake plant that we bought when we moved here, but snake plants are very low maintenance plants. So I was like, I think I'm ready to take on a bigger plant. And I think this window, I feel like we get a lot of sunlight from this window alone. And it has a lot of sunlight, even if it's not direct sunlight, this room gets a lot of sunlight. So I thought it'd be the perfect room to care for this tree plant. And I'm really excited because my mom keeps a lot of nice plants in her house. So I'm trying to take up, even though our landlords aren't pet friendly, so I'm feeling the need to care for something. So I thought the tree would be a perfect addition. It kind of just like, you know, livens up the space a little bit. But yeah, I've always wanted to name a plant Petra, so I think this is gonna be Petra. Anyways, thank y'all so much for being here. If you're new here, my name is Karina. I appreciate everyone for being here. My channel's been slowly growing. So today, let's see. Have y'all been keeping up with all the new makeup releases? I feel like a lot has been coming out. So yesterday, I just saw ColourPop announce a collab with Beauty and the Beast. And one thing that ColourPop does really well is collabing and getting the shit and packaging right when they collab with like Disney movies and stuff like that. They've collabed with a few already. I have the one that they did with the Lizzie McGuire. This is a blush. I used it today. It's always super cute. I also have, they did one with the Powerpuff Girls. They always do the packaging so cute, so well. And usually I'm a sucker for collections like that because I feel like they cater to my inner child and I just think they're so cute. Let's look at the actual things they dropped. So they dropped, it's gonna be a eyeshadow palette, some blushes, some lipsticks, some Super Shock highlighters. I'm at a point in my life where I don't think I can get more blushes. I feel like I have a lot of blush to go through, and depending on the packaging for the blushes, I might pick up one or two. Usually when they drop collections like this, I feel like I like to get the whole thing, but now that I'm more conscious of how much money I'm spending on makeup, I don't think I'll be purchasing the whole collection. If anything, maybe just like the eyeshadow palette. I have a thing for eyeshadow palettes, blush, and foundations are like my top three. Yeah, no, I think the collection looks really cute. I feel like it really caters to those nostalgic moments. But if anything, I'd maybe just pick up the eyeshadow palette. The packaging is so cute. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see. It's so cute. All right, let's keep going down. So e.l.f. dropped some, they're called bronzing drops. So I've never been a fan of like oils, like shimmer oils and stuff like that. I just feel like I don't like the feeling of something sticky on my skin. Granted, I've never tried any of them, so I don't know if there are some that are better than others, but I don't know that I like to do this. I think my personal preference when it comes to using shimmer on the body, I prefer to use like a highlighter, and I just like dust it on like my collarbones, on my shoulders, all over my chest. I really like to do that because that way I don't feel like I'm sticky, you know? They're coming out with 3 different shades: rose gold, pure gold, copper gold, and they're $12 each. I will say they are, I want to say it's a nice reasonable price point. They look nice, but I don't think I will be purchasing those. Let's see what else. Okay, so Bobbi Brown came out with a new highlighter. It's called the Petal Glow Highlighting Powder. It looks like it's gonna be crusty dusty on the skin. I don't know, I feel like it looks like a very, very, very slight sheen. They priced it at a whopping $56. $56 for this. I'm sorry, I don't own anything Bobbi Brown, so I don't know about quality and how it feels, but the packaging does look really, really nice. But I just don't think that I could get myself to spend $56 on a highlighter. When they dropped this, or maybe this is just me in my head, I feel like for a while, people just haven't really been using highlight, or I haven't, honestly. I do here and there, but I feel like I used to be a girly that would wear highlighter all the time, and it kind of stopped for me, but I feel like now she's coming back. Part of me feels like there's gonna be a lot more new highlighter releases coming out soon. But anyways, back to this highlighter by Bobbi Brown. I don't think I could get myself to spend $56 on a highlighter. It's just really expensive. I don't know, it's just not for me. Let's see, who else? Okay, how do we feel about freckle pens? There's a new brand called Freckly, and they came out with 4 different freckle pens with different shades for the freckles. It's called light, medium, dark, and espresso. And they're $11.61 each, which honestly is not a bad price point. I have heard of the brand Freck. I owned one a long time ago. It was a little tiny thing, but the Freck formula was really good, honestly. And I feel like I might be going into my faux freckle era, or even just trying it out for a few times here and there. I feel like it's really cute for the summer. I don't think I'll be buying this just because I haven't seen anything or anybody use these, and I don't know how good they would be. And I feel like I've already used the Freck one. This is Freckly, and so I just don't know that I would want to. I mean, even though it's only $11, I don't think I'd want to spend that just to experiment something that I might not know how I feel about. So that's gonna be a no from me. Okay, I saw this and I'm like, what are they doing? So MAC came out with, I guess it's their 40th anniversary, and they came out with a collection called 40 Disney Bring Backs. I'm gonna put it on the screen and y'all tell me what you think. So they have kind of like mini collections with Cinderella, Aladdin, and what's that lady's name from Maleficent? I don't know, I just feel like they could have just done so much better with these, and I feel like they just dropped the ball. MAC has really good staple items, but when it comes to collabs and stuff, they just don't do a good job. And I feel like, and maybe this is just me, I feel like I've always idolized MAC, but the packaging, especially when it comes to collabs, it just don't be doing it for me. They came out with a few eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, highlighters. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a no for me. Okay, I also saw these chapsticks with Burt's Bees and Hidden Valley. So Hidden Valley makes ranch. So they're basically ranch flavored chapsticks. I just can't get with it. The other day I tasted some pretzels that had like ranch in them. Like they were like in a chip bag and they were disgusting. So I can't imagine what these would smell like. I just can't imagine it. I feel like ranch is something that tastes good, but that's it. Who else? So Rare Beauty came out with these blushes. They're called the Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. They came out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. And they're blushes that also have like a slight sheen to them. And I think these are very, very, very pretty. They're going for $26 each. These I feel like would be really, really pretty for the summertime especially. I also wanted to mention that they kind of reminded me of the Milani baked blushes. These are blushes that I haven't seen in years. I'll put the Milani blushes up here so y'all can see them. But I feel like they kind of vaguely remind me of the Milani baked blushes. The Milani baked blushes were always really good. I remember everybody in the old beauty community used to have them. They're very much nostalgic item to have as part of your collection. Oh my gosh. Okay, I also wanted to talk about the new Jisoo hydrating lip oils. So they came out with 3 new honey infused hydrating lip oils, and the new colors are watermelon sugar, mango passion punch, and strawberry sorbet. Whoever was hired to do the marketing and photography for this campaign, chef's kiss. They did everything they had to do, because y'all look at these pictures. I love a good juicy lip. So all of these pictures, all of them, they just look so good. You know, I was gonna buy one of these as part of the Sephora sale, but I was only gonna buy them because I thought that I could use, I have like 10 points or $10 off because of points I've accumulated, but apparently you can't use your points with the sale. So I might go in and like buy one of these. I'm still trying to decide on which color, but these look really good. I'm sorry. I know $28 is kind of steep for a lip oil, but the packaging, I just think it's so cute. And I feel like sometimes it's okay to splurge on items that you know you're just gonna be in love with. For me, packaging and like having something that just feels nice and is nice to look at is part of the experience of owning the item, you know? And I think this one would be just like an it girl lip gloss, lip oil to have. I just think it's so cute. I also wanted to mention, I saw it's an indie brand. They came out with a collection. The indie brand name is called Unearthly Cosmetics. They came out with a palette. It's a $78 eyeshadow palette. They came out with a blush palette that's $32, a liquid highlighter for $15, and a gloss for $14. The eyeshadow palette, I want to say in the past, I want to say like maybe few months and into last year, I feel like I've been more attracted to neutral color palettes, like eyeshadow palettes and stuff. But this is the first eyeshadow palette. It's just beautiful. The way they laid it out, the tones, the shimmers, all of it. I think it's just so pretty. So pretty. I don't know if I can get myself to buy it though, just because I know I just don't really play with a lot of eyeshadow color that much as of late. And I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just like, damn bitch, do you really need another eyeshadow palette? But it's just really, really beautiful. I love the palette, the packaging, it has a mirror, and $78 is also kind of steep. But hopefully that means that they use really good materials for the shimmers especially. Because I've heard mattes are more on the cheap side to make, but I've heard if you want nice high quality shimmers, then you're gonna have to pay the high quality price for them. So maybe that's why it's more expensive. They also have a lot of colors. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3. 18 pans, and they look like a decent nice size. So honestly, I feel like if you're in the market, I feel like this might be one of the ones I'm like, just get it, girl. It's cute. It's cute. I'm not gonna get it, so don't listen to me. But I think it's really nice. I just know I have a lot of shit already, so I don't need another one. Let's see. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the Lys, Lys. They came out with a No Limits cream bronzer and contour stick. I have never tried any kind of like bronzing sticks or anything that's like a liquid form of bronzer. I don't know, I guess I'm just really scared to try them because I have oily skin, so I don't know how well they will work for me. So I try to save on the safer side. But these caught my attention. It says, visibly sculpt, define, and warm up your complexion, blurring the look of imperfections and texture. Creamy, buildable formula effortlessly blends while delivering a sun-kissed glow. Formulated with rose hip oil, and they're priced at $20, which I don't think. Makeup is expensive, so I think this would be another one of those like luxury items that would be nice to have in your collection, just because it looks nice and it looks like it would feel nice to hold and have. So, and I feel like they have a good amount of shades that would work for a lot of skin tones. I feel like I've heard here and there the Lys brand, but I don't really know what else they have out. But those were the first bronzer sticks that caught my attention. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I also want to talk about the new Moonshroom collection by Manny MUA with Lunar Beauty. He came out with a whole new collection, and the collection included a palette, a highlighting palette, lip glosses, and I think that was it. But the packaging was so cute. I feel like when he first came out with it and announced it, a lot of people were mentioning how it was giving like Raw Beauty Christie vibes. Raw Beauty Christie has always loved the whole mushroom theme and woods and all of that, so it reminded me of that too. But I loved the take that Manny had on it. I love the packaging. It was super cute, super animated. This was another one of those that I'm like, oh, the packaging is so cute, but I can't buy the palette just for the packaging. The color story is cute too, but I think the tones that he chose in the palette were a little bit more darker than I would have wanted for a color palette, but I think it would work really nice. So who knows? I don't know. I really like it, but I don't see myself buying the palette. It's very nice. The highlighters that he came out with are also very, very nice. I have tons of highlighter palettes, and I feel like I've grown to realize that highlighter palettes are not for me, because most of the shades in a highlighter palette don't work for me. So it'll be like one or two. So I'm like, why am I spending all this money on a whole palette when I really only need one or two of the shades? So I try to be more wiser when it comes to seeing highlighter palettes and just making more sense of why do I need the whole palette. The glosses he came out with also look very nice, but I'm not in need of any more lip glosses. So I will not be buying, but the packaging is really, really nice. I think those are all the main ones that I wanted to talk about. Supergoop came out with a tinted SPF. It's called the Daily Skin Tint, and they came out with a lot of shades. I know Supergoop became really popular for their SPF that they came out with, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the Supergoop Skin Tint. I know it's really new. It looks interesting to try. I just ordered, I don't want to say what I ordered. I think for summer, having like a daily product that you can use on your face for every day that has SPF would be nice. I have made it part of my routine. Every single day I wear SPF. You need to. If you don't want to be wrinkly, and it's fine if you want to, that's fine. But I feel like if you want to get ahead of the game, you want to be using an SPF because the sun does age your skin. So yeah, I feel like the skin tints with SPF are becoming very popular, and I feel like a lot of brands are coming out with them. But yeah, I feel like that's everything I wanted to cover today. I really like doing these just because everything looks very beautiful and everything looks like it's wonderful to have. But I also like to make a conscious effort of thinking thoroughly through, why do I want these items? Does it just look nice? Am I actually going to use it? I know I'm trying to make content more often now, so like sometimes I'll excuse myself and be like, oh, you're gonna make the content, so it's fine. But also, bitch, are you really gonna use it, you know? And I'm really just trying to be smarter financially this year. I made it a goal of mine, and I feel like I'm doing pretty darn good. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Let me know your thoughts on any new makeup releases. Is there anything that you've been like keeping an eye out on? I always like to see what people are like interested in. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It would really help me out. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.